What's up, folks? It's Carolina Cat Daddy. It's nice and chilly here in South Carolina. It's the day after Christmas. Merry Christmas, everybody. Last night it got down to 17. 17 now. I almost went fishing last night. I just didn't have the cojones to do it. I was pumped for a little while and it kept getting colder and colder. And then I was like, okay, I'm gonna get up in the morning and go. None of that happened, y'all. None of that happened. But it's about 4:30 in the afternoon. Temperature right now is at 43 degrees. I'm meeting up with a buddy of mine, Dustin Lee. He's fished with me a couple times. Known him a long time. We're gonna go hit a spot I haven't hit in a long time. I'm gonna throw up a link right now of the last time I fished here. Done pretty decent on this trip. And by my standards, it's a pretty successful video. Right now, it's got 1,800 views. In the last month, it has surged. There's been a lot of people watching this video, so that's pretty cool. It was shot on one of my old cameras, so the picture ain't as crystal clear. But it's a good video. Y'all should check it out after you get done watching this one. I've done pretty well. This is a beach with a lot of structure in front of it. I do get hung up a good bit, but it's a good spot. So I've kind of learned how to where to cast and where not to. Big enough fish, there is a chance I'll lose it. That's what sucks about the spot. But what's good about this spot is I got a fire pit down there. We can build a fire. If you look back there, I work at a cabinet shop. I got plenty of wood, so we're gonna get a little fire going. Like I said, it's been a year, over a year since I fished this spot, but it's a good spot. Went and bought me 3 new monster sticks. So now I got 6. I believe I'm gonna be fishing with them from here on out. There ain't no drama with that company. Good rods too, good price point. You're looking at $50 a piece, 7.6 medium heavy rods, well built. I have broke one. Actually, I broke one at this spot we're going to on this last video. But it was my fault, I was hung up. I'm real hard on my rods. I mean, y'all, I'm really hard on my stuff. So it ain't the rod's fault. But I got confidence in them. I've caught a lot of big fish on these rods, so we'll keep using them. I'm gonna go get something to eat. I got my bibs to put on. And we gotta go catch bait. That's a big question mark right now. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to catch a lot of bait. Here in South Carolina, it's getting hot. We're here lately, it's been getting cold at night and warm in the day. Now it's dropped all the way down and staying cold during the day, so I don't know, the bait's kind of funny. When you're on the bank, you know, you kind of got to go with what you can get. In a boat, you know, I can go find them, but we'll see. I'm gonna go throw the net and we'll see what happens. Y'all stay tuned. We finally landed us a good fish. I ain't recorded, I'm being lazy. Right at about 22 pounds. So me and Dustin went fished. Caught that one fish in a little channel. I'm runt, you know what I'm saying? I should be grateful for the fish I catch, but there's always a bigger one out there. And so that was a couple nights ago. The bibs held up well. It got down to 17 that night. They did all right. So it was 2 days ago. I went and looked at a job today, and I seen a spot that I've heard of, and I've never ever thought about fishing there. So I pulled in there and looked pretty good. So I went to the old the old trusty map up there and mapped it out in the water, and there's a creek channel running in front of it. If y'all ain't know, I love creek channels. I love river channels, love structure, but creek channels and river channels are my favorite. And I'm gonna go try it. I can cast into it. It ain't far a walk from the truck to the bank they got there. It's a nice part of town. There's a lot of check marks going off in my head, so we want to see. We want to see what's happening. I ain't been catching big fish lately. It's driving me crazy. I'm waiting on a boat to get back. That's driving me crazy. And I probably got $500-600 worth of stuff sitting here waiting to get put on my boat and rewire it. And me and Richard Warsaw, I don't know. I might be pronouncing his name wrong. He's going down to Santee the weekend after our watery tournament. I'm gonna go down there with him. We're gonna do a little fishing. Look forward to that. I haven't been on a lower lake since me and my dad about sunk a boat. I'll tell you that story on the intro to the Santee trip. But God was definitely with us that day. Definitely. The whole boat was underwater. The only thing sticking out was the holes for the bilge pumps. 2 on each side. That's all that was sticking out the water. Woo! But I just joined the American Catfish Association. They got a nationwide point system starting January 1st. Freaking awesome. Freaking awesome. I found that out and I had like the best day at work ever. But this is gonna be an exciting year. 2020 was an awesome year for me. Strictly bank fishing. I caught 3 fish. 2 fish. 2 fish that were right at 50 pounds. And the year before that, I caught another one. I got 4 fish right at the same amount of weight. So it's been an awesome year. I can't wait for this next year. We're gonna be fishing tournaments, fishing all over the place. Y'all don't know me. If you've been watching my YouTube, you only know me as a bank fisherman. Before all this, I was on my boat going everywhere. Congaree, watery, rivers, all up and down the state. I didn't really fish North Carolina a lot then, but Santee, Congaree, watery, the watery lake, Fishing Creek, I fished them all. I haven't fished Monticello. That's on my bucket list. Lake Murray, I'd like to go there and catch some stripers, but I like to go to Congaree and catch some stripers running in the spring. But I'm gonna quit rambling on. We're about to take the bibs with us. We're about to take the rods with us. We're gonna go catch some bait. Someone's blowing me up. They know I'm fishing, but they be wanting to know them fishing spots. You gotta figure that out on your own. I'll tell you how to do it, but I ain't work too hard for these things. Once I get my boat on the water, I'll tell you all the bank spots. How about that? Is that a deal? All right, we're gonna go catch some fish. All right, what's up, folks? I'm set up. I'm really digging this spot. I did my research before I came here. Told you there was a creek channel out here. Well, I followed it back, and not too far back up in this cove, there's actually 2 creeks that branch together and feed this cove. They're still active, and they are really active. I can actually see the current out there. It's a little farther than I can normally cast, and I didn't bring no 4-ounce sinkers with me. I only got 3s. So what I did was I loosened my tensioner way up. I don't recommend that because if you're not experienced, because you really got the thumb. I'm checking my reel now. You got the thumb to reel, or you're gonna burn this. I've been throwing these things since I was a kid, so I have a good feel for them. Usually I don't throw them that loose, but tonight I did. I didn't quite get where I wanted to, but I got pretty close. I got them way spread out. I got 3 rods right now. I have a 4th one, but bait was hard to come by. I caught a crappie. A monster, but I had to let him go. But I got a gizzard that's almost as big as him. I hadn't cut him up yet. He's still in the bucket. I had 2 other gizzards about this big, and that's what I cut up, and that's what I got out. It's about 9:30. Temperature's down to like 45. It's supposed to drop to 30. I think we got a good chance here. I'm really digging this current. There is a lot of current. I can see it coming all the way through. So if it was warmer, I'd wade out and throw, but I'm not going to wade in this cold weather. Because these boots, I mean, I'm waterproof, but these boots get wet and they'll freeze on me. And we're not doing that tonight. But there is a dock over here. if I start getting activity, I can walk right over to my cast net and probably catch something. So we'll see what happens. But like I said, I got a gizzard like that. I ain't used them yet. Prime time for me is usually 11, 12, 1. That's usually when I get the most activity. So we're gonna fill it out. And I've never fished here. I know there's brush piles right there. I already looked it up. So I'm gonna fish outside them brush piles. We'll leave that one backed up in case I do get hung up. But if I'm fishing brush piles, when I reel it in real fast. Usually I can get up over that brush pile. If you go slow, you're gonna hang up. But we'll see. If we start getting more activity in a certain area, then we'll adjust the rods accordingly. But I got them spread out pretty good. About 15, 20 yards down there's the last one, and I got one in between. So we'll see what happens. Y'all stay tuned. I've been here about 15 minutes. I walked up the little hill to get my jacket, threw it on the ground, took off the one over here on the far one on the left, on the right, took off running. Daggum, it ran forever before I got a hold of it, and as soon as I started reeling it in, it came off. So it was definitely a blue, hard run. It's a good sign. I might have to go catch some bait. I got one more piece of that. I had 2 shad about this long. I got 3 rods out, so I have one more piece of it. If we get some more action, I'm gonna have to go catch some more bait. We do got the long gizzard left. This is a good side of town, but there's a lot of activity in this parking lot, so I'm kind of watching all that too. But y'all stay tuned. It's a good sign. All right, y'all. Got our first fish on. He ain't no monster, but at least we ain't getting skunked here. About to knock the camera over. Kind of hard with his gloves, turn it on. Little blue. Be a good eater if I was eating tonight. I lost my grippers. I don't know what happened to them. I left them somewhere. I do got a pair of gloves. His mouth's so small. His mouth's so small I can't get my hand in there. But it's gonna be a stinking pair of gloves after tonight, hopefully. But not bad for the first one. All right, y'all. 2 bad trips. I'm gonna title this video "Don't Be Discouraged" because, you know, it's been tough fishing here lately. In the wintertime, them big fish like to lay around in deep holes and they don't like to move too much. So it's kind of hard for bank fishing. But I'm gonna go ahead and put this video out just to show you that these guys ain't catching fish on every video, or the videos you see they're catching fish all the time, but that don't mean they're catching them all the time. I promise you, these guys, everybody don't catch fish like that every day. That's why it's called fishing, and that's why you got to keep striving, keep on going. A lot of people give up at this time. You can't do that. You ain't gonna catch them like that. You got to keep on going. You gotta love this thing. It's been raining 2 days straight. It's gonna quit in the morning, so I'm going. It's Friday evening, January 1st. Happy New Year, everybody. 2021. I ain't saying it's gonna get better, but we're gonna keep moving forward. But and I'm gonna keep fishing. That's what I do. Strawberry's gonna have a boat back Monday or Tuesday. He's waiting on an ignition switch, and we got a tournament next weekend. So I got to work my butt off this week. I'm not doing any cabinets this week. This week's dedicated to getting ready for the fishing, for the tournaments. So sooner he gets it back, sooner I can get it done. It's gonna take me about 2 days to get the work done, but I'm gonna throw up a video. It's doing pretty well. I talked about it in the beginning of this video. It's up to like 2,300 views now. That's pretty good for me. You know, that's nothing for a lot of guys, but for me, it means a lot. I appreciate all y'all watching these. You know, I work my butt off for this stuff, and I'm getting better, and I really appreciate y'all a lot. Thank y'all, man. Y'all have a blessed one. Maybe I'll catch some fish in the morning. We'll see y'all later.